Bețivul nostru vorbește.
Me and a few of my fellow voice actors have decided to celebrate by sharing some Genshin-inspired treats. I'll be making a Mondstadt-inspired twist on
Direct la băutură se gândește. Incredibil. Deci incredibil.
The best part about this recipe is that it doesn't need any
Arată,
fancy kitchen gadgets, so just get rid of those. All you need is a good saucepan and the ingredients listed here.
Bă, gătim cu venti.
Make sure there's an adult around to help you with this, okay? First, let's prepare our spices. Start by zesting your orange. Next, pour your favorite non-alcoholic apple cider into a medium saucepan. If you don't have cider, unsweetened apple juice works just as well.
Lasă că poate vine ideile să fac și eu un live cu așa ceva.
And set your stove to medium high. Once it starts to bubble, reduce to medium low and let it simmer for 15 minutes. When you can smell the aroma of warm spices, take it off the heat and remove your spices with a fine mesh strainer and leave it to sit for another 10 minutes, or until just warm enough to handle. Then pour into your favorite heat-safe.
Normal că băutură la venti,
On its own, this is a drink worth singing praises.
Și înghețată.
We're going to add a scoop of vanilla ice cream, a dollop of whipped cream, and fresh grated cinnamon, lifting it to new heights.
Mi-a dat lacrimă când am auzit.
You're using vanilla ice cream, but if you really want to let your Mondstadt spirit soar,
Băi, să ne așteptăm 5 minute. Mi-a pus asta în pauză.
Or even pandan.
E băutură fără alcool.
Light and creamy.
E duminică pentru el și nu bea alcool duminică.
Duality.
Cred.
That's good.
Dă și mie.
Happy anniversary, Genshin Impact! What's an anniversary party without some warm, gooey, cheesy goodness? Hey folks, I'm Damon Mills, the voice of Linny.
And I'm Inaris Quinones, the voice of Lynette. Today, we'll be celebrating with a classic, brie en croûte.
Don't let the fancy name fool you. This dish is surprisingly easy to make. All you need is some brie, store-bought puff pastry, and your favorite fillings. We'll be using bacon, walnuts, and
să gătim cu Genshin Impact.
The full list of ingredients is right here.
Îmi fac poftă.
After preheating your oven, dice the bacon into small pieces. Then toss it into a pan over medium heat, cooking it until it turns crispy.
Exact.
Chop the nuts and dried apricots into fine pieces. Then mix them in a bowl with your crisp bacon and resist the urge to eat this stuff by itself.
Next, place your puff pastry onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Cut the brie in half horizontally and place one half of your brie on top with the cut.
Da, mie îmi place ideea asta, că în timpul pauzei să ne spună lucruri de genul. Îmi convine, mai bine decât să stăm 5 minute pe degeaba să uităm la ecran.
Like a sandwich. If you have any extra, just lay it in a circle around your brie.
Use your beaten egg to coat the pastry. Then fold it up over the top of your brie like you're
wrapping a present.
You want to completely cover the brie with no gaps in the pastry. Twist the top and pinch it shut, removing the excess pastry dough.
Finally, coat the pastry's exterior in your egg wash and bake until golden brown and flaky.
Cheesy, savory, and a little bit sweet, brie en croûte is perfect for sharing. And the best part is that you can fill it with just about anything. Try it with rosemary and figs, caramelized onion and ham, or if you're really daring, sweet chili pepper, green onion, and lobchon.
Like a good magician, it's versatile, elegant, deceptively simple, and best enjoyed before it disappears.
Oh, that reminds me. Who's bringing dessert?
Don't worry, I called in some experts.
Huh?
Happy anniversary, Genshin Impact!
I'm Brittany Cox, or as you might know me,
Gătim cu piscin și
official. With me are my loyal subjects.
Bă, da, o să mi se facă prea mare foame după live-ul ăsta.
And Josie Montana McCoy, voice of Kaya. Not a subject, but happy to help anyways. Today we'll be celebrating Genshin's anniversary by making chocolate ganache tarts.
A royally decadent dish for such an occasion.
In our princess's benevolence, we've included a list of ingredients here.
First, add your chocolate cookies in a food processor or plastic bag.
Bateți ciocolata.
Then, crush them like your enemies until not but the finest crumble remains.
Then mix with sugar and stir until you have
caracter extrem de bun, extrem de cool. Are o personalitate extraordinară.
Press your crumbs into the bottom and sides of a pie tin, then bake in an oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 177 Celsius for 20 minutes or until it's dry and firm.
Once the crust is cooled, coat the interior with a layer of raspberry jam.
For the filling, simply bring your cream to a bare simmer, then pour it over a heat-safe bowl filled with chocolate, along with a pinch of salt and a half teaspoon of espresso powder.
Let the hot cream stand for about a minute, then stir it all together until you have a ganache
No, asta e challenging să faci, să-ți iasă bine din prima.
Pour the ganache into your tart shell and allow it to
Le
firm up
explică
in the
bine,
fridge
deci
before
n-ar fi
crowning it
imposibil.
with a royal arrangement of raspberries.
And for an optional flourish, try watering down some raspberry jam with a bit of lemon juice or warm water until you have a thin glaze. Then brush it over your raspberries. This will lend your berries an
Ah, au
iridescent
arătat
shimmer.
harta nouă.
While darkly regal as a certain prinzessin, this tart is also quite flexible. You can substitute raspberry for orange marmalade and candied citrus, or nix the jam on top with hazelnut praline.
Păi după ce m-am uitat studio, vreau să le încerc să le fac așa
And
live.
if you don't want to worry about slicing your
Sau
tart,
să fac video cu ele.
substitute the large pan for parchment-lined muffin tins to make perfectly portioned miniature tarts.
E faină, superbă.
Truly a dish fit for royalty. Now, who gets the first slice?
Fișcil, normal. Nu, Oz. Am crezut că... Miroasa mâncare, mă.
Anniversary, Genshin Impact. My name is Ben Balmaceda, and as the voice of Kaveh, I'm always looking for better ways to integrate artistic expression and practical functionality. I'm so happy to be celebrating the 3-year anniversary of Genshin Impact. We know fans are celebrating worldwide, but what's a party without decorations? Well, inspired by the enchanting landscapes of Teyvat, here's a fun and functional craft that can really add a mystical vibe to the celebration in a matter of minutes. If you have any mason jars lying around, it can easily be transformed into fantastical yet functional lanterns.
Vrem mâncare,
All you
ăsta e
need is
LED.
some small battery-powered LED lights, art supplies, and some creative thinking. Decorate the glass with glitter for a nebula jar, or make your own designs inspired by the world of Teyvat with colorful paper, paint, string, or even maple leaves. And place the LED light, like a battery-powered tea light or fairy light, inside the mason jar. The light will pass through the different shapes and colors to give it a unique and enchanting glow. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. And the fun doesn't stop there. Jenny has another DIY project that can add a lot of color to any Genshin-themed celebration. Ain't that right, Jenny?
La ștergi deja posibil.
I'm
Hey,
Jenny
Yumi!
wishing all the fans and players a very happy 3rd-year anniversary. Well, as the voice of Yoimiya, you know I have a soft spot for colorful, bursting light displays, and we can easily make our own decorations by turning the average balloon into explosive slimes. All you need is a couple of colorful balloons, confetti, and some art supplies. Take your deflated balloon and fill it with either homemade or store-bought confetti. A funnel can really come in handy here. Next, use a balloon pump to inflate the balloon. Regular air allows them to bounce around the room, but if you want a floating Anemo slime, you'll need to use helium. Shape the slime into a sphere by letting out a little air and tie off the
Vreau și unul de decor, dar
Then go ahead and add some
excuse să ai
white
ceva
eyes
pe mobilă de
and
genul.
other details you'd like to give the slime a personality. You can use white paint or paper for these eyes. Now, not only do you have some fun slime balloon decorations, but when they pop, they'll explode in a burst of colorful confetti condensate. These balloons and starlight jar decorations can level up any Genshin party as we celebrate this 3-year achievement.